saying, the situation in the Ukraine. You know, we just had a situation where there was we'll say, I don't want to use the V word, but there was a sickness going around a year ago that had everybody in stress, you know, fear, scared for their life, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, we had another situation where a man went to a grocery store and he shot 10.
Okay, so, you know, this fair use bullshit.
People. I laid 10 people down, okay? And then 10 days later, there's a situation at elementary school, which I probably should have researched it before I came on. You know, I was at, you know, a place earlier, and the TV was playing. I seen it all on the news. Everybody's focusing in on it. I seen the stress and fear in everybody's eyes. I said, I got to make a video when I go home. I got to at least put that positivity out because I see how they plan this, you know what I'm saying? But I do know there was a shooting recently where 19 kids was.
Sorry, I keep pausing it, y'all. It's that fair use bullshit.
And 2 adults was killed, you know what I'm saying? 19 kids was killed and 2 adults was killed, you know what I'm saying? And they went above and beyond. And I want y'all to pay attention to the numbers, okay? So 10 days ago, there was a shooting at a grocery store where a guy shot, well, he killed 10 people, okay? Now, there's a situation that happens where a dude, he kills 19 kids, 1 plus 9 is 10, and 2 adults, you know what I'm saying? And I really think this situation is very unfortunate. I really hate how they're doing this. Now, I want to blame this on the government. I will be that.
People are starting to see the mass shootings, ladies and gentlemen.
Negative person that blames on the government, that blames this on they or the powers that be, you know what I'm saying? They try to get Alex Jones like that. You know, I think Alex Jones is down with them boys, but when he spoke out against Sandy Hook, he said it was staged. You know, he got sued for that. So if this right here, I'm not going to throw out the idea that this right here is a real situation just to save myself. But hypothetically speaking, if this was a situation that's real, you know, we got to start really thinking about what's causing this situation to happen and what can we do to protect ourselves, all right? Now, I told you, they're going to try to do these situations to pass strict gun laws, all right? And I predict
fair use. Gun laws, though, ladies and gentlemen.
this in the video on my DMTV2 channel, basically talking about this where I said that there's going to be another shooting. I knew it was going to be another shooting. All right, I already know how they work. They do stuff in spurts. They got to have it fresh on your mind. If they didn't do it 10 days later and they waited 30 days, it wouldn't have worked. They got to do it fresh on your mind. There's probably going to be another one after this. And just not be reading the news every day, you know what I'm saying? I'm just tuning in on how they move. There's been a lot of shootings in the past 2 weeks. A whole lot. If you just read it. And the ones that they put on the news, of course, they're going to be a little crazier, you know. But with this situation right here, when they got the kids involved, that right there is a key tactic to get the fear in you, okay? To get you terrified.
Oh, excuse me, that's legitimate. I can't show you guys the blunt because it's screen recording.
Now, I understand we can put grief on the families, but at the end of the day, we got to let them handle their situation. I'll tell everybody, the best way to defeat the Illuminati or defeat this situation that we have doing is step 1 is to worry about ourselves and love our loved ones and worry about our left and our right and getting ourselves to the best way. Not being selfish. You know, we can still show sympathy, we can still show empathy, but let's not get too involved to where we're forgetting about everybody that's around us, okay? That right there is step number 1. Step number 2 is let's cut these TVs off, okay? As long as these TVs are on, y'all watching it, you're going to feel something. Don't let this stuff attack your heart. Don't let it attack your mind, because that's what they're trying to do.
Fair use. And see, for those who don't know what targeting is, that's what they're trying to do. Get us to kill that shit, man.
Need us in complete stress and fear so they can have complete, absolute control. All right, it's hard to control people when they're up and happy. All right, now they're going to end up putting themselves into a corner because we're going to end up pushing back because we're going to be tired of it. But if they keep playing the mind games like they're playing now, we're just going to fall in line. Look, see what they did last year with that illness that went around, and they had complete control over society. Now, like I said, we must cut that TV off. We start watching it and giving it attention because, like I said, the more we watch it, the more fear fear we have. And also, think about our children that's watching. When kids watch the news, make sure you keep them away from watching it. If they have like a TikTok or something, they're going to know. That's why we must keep the devices out of our children's hands, or at least try to find
Fair use bullshit. Fair use bullshit.
ways to get it out of their hands. Like, next week when I get my kids, we doing tie-dye shirts, you know what I'm saying? Try to come up with different activities, you know what I mean? Keep that stuff out, keep the tablet and stuff out of their hands so they cannot see this, because I remember being, how old was I when 9/11 happened? When 9/11 happened, I remember being 10 years old, terrified and scared, going home and crying. There is a lot of trauma and fear to have as a kid, you know what I'm saying? Then your parents are both working, so it's going to be harder for them to help me learn how to cope with those fears and trauma. So kids watching the news today, watching the school shooting happen where kids their age are dying, it's going to be harder for them to cope with. It's going to be harder for them to move on with, especially they're in tune with it. They see mommy and daddy and don't worry. So we must not worry about this stuff. We got to cut the TVs off. And I personally think the government's behind it. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Call me evil or what? I think the government's behind it. What makes somebody say, I'm gonna go shoot up a bunch of kids? What makes somebody say, I'm just gonna go grab a gun and I'm gonna go kill some kids? These kids never harm me, so there has to be a motive. And that's why I said they all trying to make it seem like it's somebody with mental illness. And I'm around people with mental illness every day. You know what I'm saying? I myself suffer from mental illness. We can't keep using that as an excuse why these people just snap and say they're going to go harm somebody. You know what I'm saying? I've known people who worked around these people.
Government issued fucking cover up mental illness.
With mental illness, and they never harmed a fly, you know what I'm saying? So is there like a new mental illness out there that says, hey, we're going to produce these psycho terrorists to just go shoot up a bunch of stuff, you know what I'm saying? And I personally think these young people are trained. For him to hit 19 targets, nobody stopped him. And then he walked into one classroom, just lit off, what kind of weapon was he using? Was it automatic? How did he get the weapons? Who got him the ammo? You know what I'm saying? Who got him the weapon? And who are giving these people the weapons if they have such mental illnesses? Why are their parents seem like, hey, we just go access the weapons and come get the weapons so easily? With the Sandy Hook situation, they said that was the case. The boy mom was a
Good points. Good points. Good points. Fair use. Good points, though.
teacher, and he just went and got her gun cage and got the weapons. You know what I'm saying? There should be like a background check when you go to buy this stuff. Like I think there is. Even when you go buy one, you have to have a background check. I think it's like that for a pistol, but you have like that for assault rifles. All I'm saying is, all in all, I feel like something's behind this because somebody has to be one, getting them the weapons, two, getting them the ammo, and three, teaching them how to shoot. Okay? It takes a long time to learn how to shoot. You can't grab somebody off the street, put a weapon in their hands, and think they're going to be able to hit a target and center mass. It's just not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of fundamentals that go into shooting. You got to have your breath control. You got to have your trigger squeeze. You got to have the weapon held at a certain way, and you got to have it pressed to you at a certain way. You got to have your hands and everything at a certain level. There's a lot that goes into shooting. Your eyesight, everything has to line up. So who's training them how to shoot? If this is the case, when so many people with mental illnesses are doing these situations. We had a situation where a dude went to a club and he shot a bunch of gay people up. I just think this stuff is happening too frequently. I think it's just happening a way where we gotta start raising our eyebrows up. I'm pretty sure somebody said, oh, well, it was just, if he wants to go harm children, it's easy to go into a classroom and just start letting off. If you want to use that, okay, whatever, but I personally think somebody's setting this up. I think it's the government using it to help them pass gun laws, to keep us in fear, because right now we at an all-time stress out, you know what I'm saying? And we're not paying attention to what they're doing. They're doing a lot of dirty stuff behind our back. Go read about some of these bills they about to start passing. You know what I'm saying? Go read about what Biden really doing. I think Biden fake, alright? I seen Joe Biden early on TV. I said, that man like he's a CGI, or that's somebody wearing a mask, you know what I'm saying? They don't look real. I don't trust none of these politicians, man. I don't trust nothing on TV. You know what I mean? And I really hate living in this matrix because I see the stress that they're doing to us, like with the gas prices. In order to solve this.
Fair use real quick. Excuse me, it's legitimate. Fucking pot. Marijuana. Ugh, it's a beautiful thing. Just makes you cough.
If somebody's not making that much money, either carpool, just don't go to work, not go to work, just don't drive as often, and save up and spend differently. You know what I'm saying? When they throw these curveballs at us, we can't get stressed out. We have to adjust. That's how I've been living. You know, I live in the matrix every day. When they throw these curveballs, I just adjust to it, and I try to make it to where I don't let it stress me out, to where I'm not living, you know, a really negative life, taking out everybody else around me. We gotta live positive, because that negativity, stress, it spreads out to everybody. Meaning we put our negativity out with other people. So we stressed out, we make the next person stressed out, the next person stressed out. You know what I'm saying? We gotta keep our stress levels high. So let's cut our TVs off, let's get with our loved ones, let's think positive, let's be positive, and let's say fuck the elite. Alright? So
Okay, so excuse me, that's legitimate. I just wanted y'all to hear that real quick.